Welcome to another edition of Hard Times at Kate Mont High. I don't know.
Fast Times at Adam Charter
Adam and
School.
Kate plus hate.
I'm Adam.
welcome. I am Kate. Um, Thank you for tuning in. Adam, how you been? How are things?
Doing good. Going on job interviews, trying to just get down to one job. I regrettably had a man bun for a couple of days to keep the hair out of my eyes. I took it off so I didn't look like a total asshole on camera. And just dealing with southern heat. Just dealing with southern heat. And like, I'll wear my hoodie outside. I'm not a fucking coward. So I'm chilling. I've actually kind of been chilling. Kind of been chilling. How about you? What's going
Dope,
on with you?
dope. I'm doing all right. I am pretty tired. I am dealing with various ongoing health problems that have been kicking my ass just in general. So, you know, uh, but other than that, pretty good, all things considered. Quiet weekend, didn't do a whole lot, was very nice. Um, just kind of slept and hung out, but yeah, I feel like I'm in this period of my life where I can't like get enough sleep.
Oh,
You know what I
oh,
mean?
that it never ends. I just want you to know, as time progresses until the meteor hits, it's just see meteor 2020 now. It never ends, and like working three jobs,
Yo.
trying to go down to one is a nightmare in and of itself. But like knowing how much I actually do work, it is. I don't think I've had actual rest like true like I can zonk out, have like five cats on me, and like not worry about anything in probably a couple years. And I'm looking forward to the day where I can have that at least once or twice a month.
Word. Uh, well, good to know that I have all of that to look forward to.
It's awesome.
Dude. Um, Yo, I wanted to tell you about some cool things I got in the mail.
Mail time. Do it up.
Mail time. So, shout out to FIA Records. If you support them, I've talked about this any number of times. So you should go do this. Is support them for a couple bucks a month. There's a couple different tiers. One of which, like, they will just sort of like send you stuff every once in a while in the mail. Um, and I got a package today. And say again.
I said secret packages.
Secret passages
No
packages.
packages. Yeah.
I got yeah. I got this patch. I don't think it's associated with any particular band on their label. It's just like cool art. Either way, it's really dope. I got a cute little sticker. I also got a tea bag. It looks like a tea bag. It's an herbal tea. I haven't tried it yet, but and then finally, this was very unexpected, but I got this little cherry blossom tree in a little glass vial.
That's pretty sick.
And, um, this is just so cool. What a
That
cool little thing.
that's like a ship in a bottle, but a cherry blossom tree, a sakura tree, if I remember, if my Japanese is correct.
I think that's right.
Sakura no
So
kami.
go go support FIA Records on Bandcamp. You'll get access to. We're not even sponsored by them, but they should sponsor us. Uh, but you'll get access to all of the music that they've helped put out, and at very like that's at like the lowest tier you'll just get that, and then at higher tiers like they'll just send you stuff in the mail. At like the next tier above the one that I'm supporting at, they will send you like a random physical like cassette release. Which is cool, especially since like they do super limited runs, and then like they never do it again. So,
See, I like that. I actually really like when labels do that.
yeah. Um, so definitely go give them a follow. And then I teased this last episode.
Ooh.
So This is Sean Patrick McCabe, of the original singer of legendary Philadelphia hardcore band Ink and Dagger. Um, and there is an anonymous person who has agreed to come on our podcast, um, to talk more about this project, than I'm going to be able to. But they're starting a tagging campaign of putting up this face just around. So you may see this in a city near you. But I sent some money their way, just as a I like this thing you're doing, keeping the Ink and Dagger, keeping the Philadelphia Society for Future Vampires alive.
Devil
And they
Children
sent me,
Unite.
Devil Children Unite. They sent me this. It's just on cardboard, but they also sent me some photos from an upcoming zine,
Ooh.
that another anonymous person is working on. We'll be putting out like a huge book, like zine compilation. And they sent me some photos from the Halloween show that they did. There's some monster glare coming off of this right now, but that's Jeff Rickley. We got two other photos. That's just the biggest, which is just super cool.
Like that. I think that's so we both like the weirder side of hardcore. I think stuff like that, project like that, keeping stuff like that going, taking very nice photos and putting something out there, and then putting the face of McCabe up. I think that's great. Like it's Philly hardcore has like five bands for me, because again I'm old as shit, and Ink and Dagger is one of them. I've heard that name since the '90s. I'm very happy that it's still out there. Uh, Shout out to Trust Records for making those available for us again. Again, that we're no
Hell
sponsor, but
yeah.
Trust Records has the LPs. They have all three of them. The box set sold out. Uh, I don't know if there's a Bandcamp for Ink and Dagger or if you can buy directly from them. But if not, if go
There's a
to
band
Trust.
camp.
Okay, so go buy from both of them. Trust Records is awesome. Bandcamp's awesome. Ink and Dagger's awesome. This project is awesome. Click, buy, win.
Yeah. And if you haven't listened to Ink and Dagger, go listen to Ink and Dagger.
Yeah.
Like, stop, hit pause on this podcast and go listen to Ink and Dagger. We'll be here when you get back.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was. It's just some cool art. It's cool to like. I love little subversive sort of weirdness like that. Um, it's cool as hell.
To um, hopefully you'll send this to the anonymous people. I would love to see that image uh, on a charity for like a hoodie or a shirt. I'm sure there is something
That
that
would be cool as hell.
if we can make that happen just from I like again it's 85 degrees outside and I would still love to wear that hoodie to steal from Whole Foods. And I think that like we need to have those hoodies out there in the world on top of the print, on top of the artwork, on top of the subversiveness. Sometimes I want to wear my subversiveness.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I would love to have that image on something. Um, there was a there was a discussion on the hardcore subreddit about like merch designs, and I got some. I said like I think that I'm personally of the opinion that a just like a plain black shirt with like a plain white print, like simple white print, is like really slick and really good. Like might be my favorite type of merch design. And so just to have that face on like a black shirt in white, like no explanation, no text, like
Yes.
I think is the right my my absolute, even like go a step further. My favorite merch designs are the ones where they're like there is no band name. Like if you know, you know.
All right. We're gonna have to dig
So
through our merch collections because I don't think I have anything like that. I probably used to. but I would love to see some more of that in general. I want to see your merch collection. You're wearing a black shirt with white print right now. But you're living you're speaking the truth. You're living it clearly. Bo forever.
Yeah, Bo forever. Yeah, especially like like big, loud, cool designs. Like I love them, but like there's something I think really classic about something like it'll never go out of style. Like how many like eras of merch have we seen come and go?
Do you want to go through
And
them?
like if you were we can, though I would be fun to do like an episode devoted to it, but like
No, that's what I'm saying.
there's
I don't
just
mean
like
tonight, but like
okay. Yeah, it'd be fun to go through them. You remember like the goopy, like colorful designs from like 2006 to 2009?
that's when I really got into acid. So unfortunately, yes, I tried to forget them, like because Jesus Christ.
Like or huge block lettering, like usually like a foil print, and it said something like incredibly offensive.
Oh, dude, all the deathcore and MySpace core adjacent stuff.
Mm-hmm. Like the thing is like that the reason I like the like black shirt with just like a white design on the front is that like that will never not like that will never go out of style. Like it's timeless. But like so many of the merch designs that you probably think look dope as hell right now are going to look dated as fuck in like 5 to 10 years.
Get them Depop accounts ready.
But like there's a reason why at any given hardcore show you've gone to in the last 25 years, you've seen somebody in a Jane Doe shirt. And it's not just because like Converge is like one of the best bands of all time. It's like that design is instantly iconic and like looks dope as fuck on a plain black shirt with like
Yes.
no embellishment, no band name, no nothing.
Yeah, same with like the classic integrity skull. Like it's you know what it is. You
Yep.
go, oh, I know what this person's about. Almost, I think I might have two integrity shirts that just have the skull. So that might be the only two pieces of merch that I have like that. But no, you're right. Like things that stand the test of time. Like there's not as many as people think there are. Uh, there's a reason why people still get the
No.
black flag bars tattooed on the minor threat sheep. Uh, I know I can think of more, but I'm dumb. But you're right. I like something that's gonna the AN. Here's one, the AN zip up hoodie, where it would be a little contemporary. That varsity A,
Classic.
varsity N. Boom. You know what it is. It doesn't even
Mm-hmm.
have the name, but you're like, huh? It's eye catching. You're gonna
Yeah.
remember it.
Yeah. Or the AN Angel,
I got that tattooed
right?
on my chest. So
Like,
yes,
do you really? Yeah. Right? Like instantly memorable. Like I have that on a shirt. Like the only splash of color is the heart. It's blue. Um but like there's no explanation for what that is. Um if you know, you know. But like currently what's really hot is like I see a lot of bands that like frankly a lot of them have probably never touched a spray can in their lives doing like ridiculous graffiti fonts. Like that's gonna look dated.
like, unless you're
It's
from New
gonna look
York,
dated like faster than you think. Yeah.
unless I no joke, unless you're from like New York, New Jersey, Maryland, California, you're places that have like Chicago to some extent have big like graffiti art, like areas that are known for it. I want to put a little shine on New Jersey. We'll be talking about that in a little bit.
Mm. I mean, in reality, do whatever you want. Like we're not your parents, but like you know, just saying.
Where
The one exception to this four-sided long sleeve, I think everyone can agree will always look dope.
Integrity has had some of the best for the long sleeve front back shirts in the last, I don't know, 15 years. If you want to see dope fucking merch that does that, check out all the Integrity merch and go, God damn. Like it's Shout out Dwid. I love I fucking love that band. I can't wait to do our eventual deep dive on that band. I think that's gonna be fucking fantastic.
It'll be a
Um
blast.
uh oh before we jump in to our main thing, I need to give you homework this week.
It's true. We went over your homework, but you failed to give me an assignment.
That's true.
Like,
And part of it was like it becomes more and more difficult because we both have such a good scope of things, or we've at least heard a name, maybe a song or two. So finding something that neither of us have heard before, you've been throwing me some great stuff. So like I've learned a lot, and I'm stoked on that. It is harder uh, because it's you came up in a time when like you had all the access to everything, uh, and all of it was coming at once, and everything,
mm-hmm.
and I think we both kind of got to live through the best of the hardcore, metalcore, et cetera, mixed bill shows. I think we got to live through a lot of those tours, so we got a lot of cool exposure. But there's a band that means a lot to me. Uh, I saw them for the first time with a band called Squatweiler, and I want to say Swank also played the show. There's one more. I want to say it was Dumpster Juice, but I don't think that was the name of the band. But I remember hearing that at the show. Uh,
Oh, that's an upsetting name.
from Winston Salem, I've been seeing them for the better part of 30 years. Code Seven,
Word. A
local.
a band whose name I know, and that's where my knowledge of this band ends.
All right. I'll give a quick synopsis. They started off in that weird, I don't want to say new metal, but that groovier hardcore that you put them on a new metal show, you could put them on a hardcore show. They
Like
put it
post
on,
quicksand.
yeah, post
Okay.
quicksand, but real Roadrunner shootsy grooves behind some of it. And
So
but
they liked Deftones.
yes, uh, they put out an EP called Paper Plastic, and then they got signed to a label called the Music Cartel. They put out their first record, A Sense of Coalition, which I hope hits vinyl sometime soon. Then they put out a true classic called Division of Labor. Gigantic in the Southeast for sure, but it was a big record. Uh, Dave left the band, the second vocalist, and they put out a rock record called The Rescue. And then they put out a Muse style record called Dancing Souls, Dead Echoes on Equal Vision. And they just put out like a more alt rock, college rock kind of record, also on Equal Vision. So you're going to see some very cool changes and stuff, which we've discussed about doing stuff in the future for that sort of for bands that do that and do it successfully. So I think you're going to enjoy I think Division of Labor and I think Dancing Souls Dead Echoes will probably be your top two favorite out of everything.
Okay.
That's my prediction. But I hope you enjoy it.
I'm looking forward to I'm looking forward to giving it a listen. It's yeah, that'll be cool. I'm looking forward to it. So, uh excuse me, Jesus. I'm so tired. I apologize.
You're good.
Um so we've been dragging this out for weeks. Should we actually talk about Hellfest?
Yes, I think I got the tablet up and running. So yes, I think we should actually talk about Hellfest.
Okay. Um
Um,
so we're not gonna know all of these bands. We're going to guess at what some of these bands sound like based exclusively on the name and what the logo looks like. Um, and if there's anything that we really should definitely check out, let us know. And we might.
yeah, there might be some bands on here you might not have heard of or have a lot of uh knowledge of, and I can vouch for a handful of them because I know we talked early when they first announced it in one of the earlier episodes, but now we have everything. Do you have any familiarity of the Hellfest of old by chance?
A little bit.
All right, so
I remember. I know that like one year didn't happen quite famously, and I also remember like looking at the lineups because it was like it ended a like a year or two before I really started getting into heavy music, and so I remember looking at those lineups being like, I know, I know some of like I know some bands that like we really love, like had some like legendary sets at Hellfest. I've seen some of the videos from Hellfests of yore. You can find that stuff on YouTube. It's cool. Yeah, I know like the Shy Halud's set from I want to say like 2002 is like
Yes, that's right, 2002.
is one that like people talk about.
It's it was like so. I got to go to Hellfest 2000 as my very first like. All right, like I feel like I went to it in '99, but I think I'm brain damaged, but I don't think I went that far up north in the summer of '99. But I feel like anyways, the first one I know I can speak on in any way is Hellfest 2000. That was same summer I met my BFFFFFF for L. We rolled up there. They weren't expecting all of the people in the parking lot. They started towing cars if they had stickers or out of state plates. It was
Word.
truly magical. It was truly magical. Um, I did not get to see a lot of bands that would have been there day one. It went years for till I saw some of them. So I still have not seen Cold as Life or As Friends Rust. Those are the two that I wanted to see that I still have yet to see. That were at Hellfest 2000. And I missed buying a Zayo jersey. I'm still kicking myself for not buying the Zayo basketball jersey. Uh, so they did
Which
not play.
logo was on that jersey?
Just the ZAO, like all the almost block lettering.
Okay.
I think they had red jersey with black lettering. I think that sounds about right. Um, it was a blast, and we went back several times. Made a lot of good friends, a lot of good memories. One of the longest goddamn drives I've ever had in my life. Uh, I got older. Hellfest disappeared. It went to got they the name was sold to France, so they had Hellfest France. They had Hellfira last summer, I want to say, and Hellfest West was recent. Because it's always been a Syracuse thing, but this year and I believe last year as well. Um, it's in New Jersey, which is also the home of one of the labels that was very integral to starting Hellfest, Trustkill Records. And uh, we're gonna go from if you have the screen pulled up, we're gonna go from on the bottom from left to right, and we're gonna go through all the bands and either we've heard of them or what they sound like. And when we get to the ones that we know, it'll be a little easier to talk about. But I want to put a lot of love on Hellfest. Like I said, a lot of great memories. I got introduced to a lot of bands that way. I learned that Throwdown had a dance team that was supposed to be there. It was just I clocked out of Hellfest one year and then went to Papa John's because I worked at Papa John's in the summer. They let me go in there and make food for my friends as long as I helped them make pizza. And I was sweaty and gross from Hellfest. Like, yeah, just go ahead. So, like,
That's wild.
little things got to make that all those trips like a wonderful experience. So, you ready to talk a little bit about the lineup?
Sure. So worth mentioning by the way that there are still some bands left to be announced. Uh
Yes.
so just worth mentioning.
I'm gonna throw my four predictions for those bands real quick. Let's just see if I end up being right. I'm just gonna not look at. Okay, I think Balmora is gonna be there. They're not. These are the four bands that are not announced. I'm just taking a guess. I think Balmora is gonna be one. Uh, Potentially On Broken Wings, Kickback, and I'm gonna throw the homies on there. Your Spirit Dies because I want to see them do well. So those are the four bands that I hope end up being on. So, all right, let's start at the very bottom, just so everyone knows. I am doing this on a tablet. There is the screen. It is for really going to do this. And starting from the bottom, first band is called Neolithic.
No idea. I'm guessing they
Uh,
sound either like Amon Amarth or like Iron Age.
I'm going to go with primitive thud hardcore. It's just stuff to punch your friends to. That's what I think they sound like.
But I could also see that band being like a primitive man, like slow doom. Anyways, all right.
No, this is fun because we're gonna go off on some shit. I guarantee you before we go too long. Um, Dream Fatigue,
uh, no idea.
Screamo,
Um,
Basement Screamo.
Basement screamo. I could also see like jangly post Death Heaven style stuff.
Okay, that actually sounds like a sick time. The next one, it's indecipherable to my unk ass eyes. This is the Uncusation edition of reading off Hellfest bands, just so you guys know.
Fallen God.
Yeah, I'm gonna say metalcore, just metalcore. That's all I'm getting from this, or grind.
Yeah, one of the two.
Let's see, guilt. Probably not the one that we're familiar with.
Um, this logo's giving me nothing. You know what? That wavy sort of thing. I could see them sounding something like Drug Church.
I was gonna say that or Dream Pop, just for like
Mm,
a palate cleanser. All right. I think the next one is Defy You.
okay.
If my unk ass eyes are working. Um, dystopia worship.
Yeah, I'm getting that from the font. Either that or it's like CTE core.
There's some of that on there. There's some of that on this list.
Oh yeah,
I'm 1,000% here for it. I can't even read this next thing. Speechless at gunpoint. Am I reading that right? Is that right?
that I think so. That's as good as get. Yeah, yeah. I think that's what that is. I
Um,
don't. A hard name. That is
yeah.
CTE core for sure.
Music to rob people too. That's what I
Yep.
think this band is. Um,
A lot of people with hooded mosher tattoos,
oh yeah. Uh, point of contact,
like contention.
contention, or pain of truth, just from the font,
Mm-hmm.
or
Yep.
bushmouth out to
Mm-hmm.
win. PA. All right. Wielded steel.
That is some death metal adjacent something.
I have actually seen this band.
Okay.
They are in the band. They are in the van. The vein. It took me a second of that really metal side of hardcore, heavy as fuck, um, mean. They've played Greenville a couple times. Highly recommend. I believe they're out of Birmingham, Alabama, just like No Cure. Highly recommend you guys check them out. Let's see. The Shape, John Carpenter soundtrack.
That's all I'm getting from this.
uh, uh, Anodontics.
That is amoebics worship,
All right, I'll go with
if it's
that.
anything.
So I have. I'll go with Away with Words. From Autumn to Ashes worship.
Yeah. Or like that. Yeah. Yeah. That
Uh,
is that is some good God. I don't I don't like the From Autumn to Ashes style thing. Like some of it kind of gets me because it was like, oh, like that was like one of my first like heavy records and like that, but like it leans too poppy for my tastes. Um, I like my pop to be pop, and then like my heavy music to just be heavy. You know what I mean? That is like
Sons of Abraham worship. Like that. That screams Old Testament. I'm gonna get a mud golem to kill you music. That's what that sounds like to me.
yeah, I'm guessing like that or like that sort of like that like Hamartia style like metalcore revival thing that's happening right now.
Which
Boy.
I'm really all for. I would love to hear more bands like that. More Prayer, more Undyne, more Hamartia, like more Dead Blue Sky. Give it to me. Um, XL Bully. I'm gonna say it's a rave DJ.
Yeah, I could see a DJ. Either that or like real like either that or it's sort of hardcore where it's, a lot of people are gonna be walking out with broken noses.
True. Just you look to your left, look to your right, start swinging music. I'm too old. I really am too old for just those kind of shows now. I don't. I keep telling myself I'm not, but I really am. Shout out Face Wreck for having one of the best lyrics. I can't keep lying to my doctor. Shout out AJ and Preserving. That's still one of my famous fucking things. I love it so much. It's funny as shit to me. Always will be. All right, so moving back to the left.
Shout out Face Wreck. I want that band to do more things. I think they've probably called it a day, but
More music videos, at least, please. They
Leave
were
it to a
so
bunch of hardcore kids to do a new metal band that is 1,000 times better than any new metal band has ever been.
except for Spine Shank. They're the kings. The Shank, forever. Let's see, is that Catalyst?
All right, going back to the other side. Yeah, I think that's Catalyst. That is Bundle of Sticks.
I wonder if that's like that screams Euro metalcore to me.
Yeah, or that like death metal style of hard, like that death metal adjacent hardcore that's getting, there's a lot of that, you know what I mean?
I can't do it. I've tried. I don't get death metal. I don't hate it. I just don't fucking get it. Let's see. I'll do the top one first. Sheriff. I wonder if this is the same band that was on A389.
I think it is. That's their logo.
Okay. Check
That's
the
cool.
good band. Never got a lot of love. Got to see them at A389 Fest. Please check them out. They did a project with Axis. No, not Axis.
If I'm thinking,
That's Seraph of Light. That's something they did with someone else.
okay, no, no, no. This Seraph, like this is like Seven Angels, Seven Plagues adjacent stuff, right?
No, the A389 band was more. I want to say it was doomy, sludgy metal.
Okay,
I want to
I'm
say it was.
I am
I could be wrong.
inventing things, but this logo looks familiar.
Uh, Rosh Sharon, Rosa Sharon. Um, I'm gonna say Blood Has Been Shed Worship.
I was gonna bring that up for a different band on here. You'll see who exactly I'm talking about here in a second. But
We're getting there pretty quick. Uh,
I think these people really like the Deftones. That's my guess.
all right, I'll ride with that. Holder.
This is the band you turned me on to. You saw them with Shai Halud, right? I'm kicking myself for missing that tour when I came through Philly. I was just not feeling up to it. But yeah, uh, fucking cool metalcore.
Very. Their records to me sound like the first This Day Forward LP, Transient Effects, Lights on the Water, with Light on the Water, with some modern metalcore uh, thrown in there. Very cool, fucking great band. So shout out Holder. I wish they got a new record. They got 7 inch or something coming out soon over on Days. I think Holder's a band everyone needs to put their eyes on. Punity, straightforward hardcore.
I think so. I mean, I don't know.
Living Weapon. Is this the Vane side project? Living Weapon.
I think so.
Okay. Go check them out. It's different. It's not like Vane. It's not like Fleshwater. It's cool. I enjoyed it. So uh, now with the one I think you're talking about,
Yep.
Bloodshed.
This looks like the Blood Has Been Shed logo.
I hope it's
Am I wrong?
No, I hope it's a Blood's Been Shed cover band.
Like, I'm gonna look this up.
All right. While you're doing that, I'm going to move to the next one. Negative Force. I get Gehenna worship.
Yeah, it looks. I mean,
I
it
hope
also
it's
kind of
Gehenna.
looks like there's a logo that this is like straight up aping.
Forced Order is another one. But that lettering looks like Gehenna to me, like Gehenna lettering. I could pull my records out, but I would have to move.
I'm trying to, like, some band had like the in between two bars, and is it
Oh, you're on Bloodshed. I'm on
sorry.
negative. That's okay. Two low bar top bottom. Like I know Turnstile had one for a minute, but that's clearly not it.
No, this is an older band from Florida. Who am I thinking of?
Morning Again? No,
No,
not Morning Again. Not a jealousy issue. Not as all hell breaks loose. Destro. I think Destro had a logo somewhere that, but the O was different. I feel like that's right.
there's
No.
another one. If you said it, I'll think of it. But we're gonna be here all day.
Let's see.
All right, Negative Force. Yeah, looks like a pretty like heavy hardcore band.
I think it's Gehenna worship, and we need more Gehenna. I would like a new Gehenna record. Shout out Mike Cheese. Let's see. The Rorschach, I can't fucking read that.
I think that says Face Yourself. That is like some Euro metalcore stuff right there.
Yeah, that's 1,000% Euro. Like I can't. I even have my good glasses on and I can't read that.
That looks like they're really into the band Demon Hunter.
Bro, Demon Hunter, quick story. So their drummer, there's a
Yogi?
coffee shop. Yeah, Yogi. There's a coffee shop that I used to go to when I lived in Rutherford County, and he would hang out there, and people introduced me to him. He was a very nice person. That's all I got. I got to talk to him a bunch of times. So very nice dude.
That seems
Uh,
about right. I got to see the very first European Demon Hunter show.
that's pretty sick.
For years, they would not play outside the United States because the singer's brother, who was their guitarist for years, was terrified of flying.
Flying is scary. I'm
Statistically speaking, the safest form of travel.
still
Fun fact.
scary. I'm terrified. I don't. I'm not terrified of flying, but I'm like, if I can fucking skateboard there, or something, anything, hang glide, uh, laid to rest.
That is, this band has been doing it for a while. This is straight up like CTE core.
Your put your mesh shorts and your jersey will be present. That's all you're allowed to wear.
And if you know what's good for you, you will also get a mouth guard.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, and tuck your chain in. All right. There's someone's gonna fucking hit me for this shit. The top one, Hold My Own. Good hardcore band. There's a good, straightforward hardcore band. Um, Killing Me Softly. I've heard the name. I know I've heard songs, and I can't remember it.
Yeah, it sounds familiar. I don't know. I mean, is it
Fuji's cover band. No, it's a palate cleanser.
um I have no idea.
All right, fair enough.
Probably like that. Like I'm guessing, given that this is like what Hellfest is about, like that metalcore revival thing.
Poison the Well. I'm gonna say they sound like Poison. The Poison the Well.
Yeah,
Children of Poison the Well. In Loving Memory.
right there with it.
Yeah. If not that, then like
Does it sound like Misery Signals? I can see them sound like Misery Signals.
in Loving. I wouldn't even. I would say. You know what I would go? I'd go AN Worship. I think AN Worship.
I could see that.
Let's see. Top one. Or no, we're not. We're going to go back. Say at the bottom now because I can do the other ones that they. So there's two unannounced bands who are on there. The flyer's not straight across, so I'm trying to do as best possible.
Yeah.
Sin Against Sin. You're moshing.
Okay.
You're moshing. The Distance. I believe they're from Connecticut, right?
Yeah, classic Connecticut hardcore band.
Go check them out. I enjoyed them.
Yeah, they're sick. They just split with my favorite Connecticut hardcore band, With Honor.
Yep, that's actually how I found out about them. So
that split has probably my favorite With Honor material.
First, If These Walls Had Words.
Not around. That sample at the end gives me feelings, man.
That song brings a tear to my eye when I listen to it. So I put it off for a very long. With Honor. By the way, while we're talking about Connecticut, With Honor, underrated. Please get their streams up, people. Get their fucking streams up.
Sorry, get their streams up. They put out a new record like a couple years back.
About 2 years ago.
Is way better than it had any right to be coming back like they did. But that was a band that really had a moment, and then like for a number of reasons just weren't ever really able to.
Oh yeah.
This is the closest thing that I think Connecticut ever had to a Bane hoodie.
All right, I'll rock. I was not there, but I'll rock with that. That like,
in my opinion,
like, I mean, like I said, with Honor, that they put that record on Victory, and the sound changed a little bit, but I think there wasn't a lot of promo for that record. At least I didn't see it, and I was street teaming for Victory. Maybe I just missed it. It's entirely possible. All right. Nehemiah, very good metalcore. Shout out to the boys over at Tarnished Records for putting that full length out. I believe it is 1,000% sold out. Y'all should get up on that. Y'all should get up. Y'all should get up on Tarnished Records now. You're gonna feel real dumb when some of your favorite bands from the '90s and early aughts are being put out by those boys. So shout out to them. Let's see. I'll move up to the next top part, kind of in the middle. Chara. I want to say it's Days.
Might be. Zayo used that font for their logo for a very long.
Good metalcore. I do know this is good metalcore. So worth checking out for sure. Inclination. I think they're going to have one of the biggest reactions. I also think Holder's going to have a major react. I'm riding hard for Holder, man. I really do genuinely love that band. They're young.
Really good.
This could be the show. This could be their Poison the Well moment at Hellfest, because that Hellfest 2000 Poison the Well show, so loud, it was awesome. Inclination, straight edge hardcore, good straight edge hardcore, pulling from the '90s.
You're
Have
moshing.
had You're moshing, you're singing along, you're learning something. Just like, I know members of Knock Loose, but this on its own, even if Knock Loose is nothing, this is a band that I would follow very closely. So Inclination, fucking sick. Up next, Wings of Scarlet. Again, keeping that shout out to Tarnished Records. More metal than metalcore. On the more metal side, intricate, weird, scary, kind of
Okay.
scary. Very
Kind of
cool.
scary.
I think they're gonna get a reaction. I don't think kids are gonna be moshed and they're gonna be like, the fuck are there demons? That's kind of how I feel about Wings of Scarlet. I think they're fucking one of the most brutal bands to come out of that specific era of MySpace metalcore. Um, I know, kids, you're gonna be fed. It's okay. Mama's doing it. Harvest,
Classic.
uh, one of the best bands on Trustkill Records, one of the best bands out of Minneapolis, one of the best metalcore bands, some of the very best human beings. Shout out to Dan and Dave real quick. Um, I don't know how much longer Harvest is going to do it. I've only been able to see them a handful of times. Yeah, there's the hit, but that whole catalog is amazing. Everyone there, you better fucking murder each other to Harvest. Like, I want the Harvest set to look like, I want it to look like Terror's like, no, 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 no. This is where we need to be at. I love Terror. Vogel and everyone in the band is fantastic, but I want Harvest to get that moment because they're insanely good. I don't know how much longer they're going to do it. Give them all the heart you can because they gave us a lot for many years. So I want them to really. I love the fuck out of them. I'll stop glazing. Um, Volcano. I know they're on Days. I've never listened to them.
I saw them with Incendiary.
Still haven't seen Incendiary yet. Very bummed over that.
Actually, no, I did not see Volcano because my buddy and I went to go get food. Um, but heavy, heavy
Heavy?
hardcore, heavy,
Okay.
heavy.
Okay.
Like, oh fuck, Jesus, never ending game. Like, but heavier.
No, Nevering is pretty heavy. All right. So when I first saw this, I was like, are you serious? But OLTH, I thought it was something else.
Okay.
At first glance, like, you have OLC on this? I was like, oh no, OLTH. Change the name, fellas. Just change the goddamn name. If my unk ass looks at that and goes, oh, that's what that is? Change the name. Right above them, Old Wounds. Shout out Kevin.
Did you say hold my own?
Yes, at Hold My Own. I made sure to get them because, again, the way I got to read this is my own
Yeah, yeah,
dumb
yeah,
brain.
yeah, yeah.
Old
I'm
Wounds.
trying to.
Go ahead.
Old Wounds. Never. I saw them with Every Time I Die. When Every Time I Die was touring on. They were between album cycles. They were about to put out Low Teens.
Okay, so that means, yeah, Glow On was out by Old Wounds at that point.
They were good live. Never really grabbed me. Like, I know that like a lot of people really ride for them, but just never really. I don't know.
They are part of the blessing and the curse of New Jersey, uh, whereas they will draw a bajillion people in the state of New Jersey, but and really the tri-state area. They will do well. New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, maybe Philly. Uh, but outside of there, I don't think they ever got the love. And they did put out the split with the banner that was really cool. They put out that Glow On record, and the first band to put out a Glow On record. And they just I don't think they ever really got either like put on the right tours, or they were a regional band, but they were a really, really good regional band that I think more people check out. Old Wounds. I want you to give them a good reaction, whoever's there.
I know there was like some controversy because it's not like not all of the members.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
I think that's what's happening there. Um, I think this is a band that if they started today, they would like, especially like a band that we'll get to here in a little bit. I Promise the World. Like, I think they would do well because like I Promise the World's having a moment.
Yeah, they are, and I want you to
Um,
talk about that more when we get to them because I know a little bit.
I don't know much more than you do. I just know that like kids really ride for that band. But I think Old Wounds came out at a moment when like that sound no one gave a shit about. Um, so you're gonna have to go and revise your I just realized you're gonna have to go revise your guesses because Balmora's on here.
Hey, I was my guess. I was my bear trap. I'm gonna ride for it. Balmora, prayer for cleansing, undying worship. If you know, you know that LP is gonna be a fucking gigantic record this year. That's gonna be a
Yeah.
top for a lot of people. And I will
Yeah.
get to when that record comes out. I'm gonna give it a real listen. Uh, Gates to Hell, death metal with breakdowns. I feel like those kids. There's multiple bands between members.
That sounds
They're
right.
and they tour when one's going and the other goes. They played Greenville. They were really cool. They're really nice kids. They did well. Let's see. I'm going to go for the slightly above one. No, I'll go straight across. Jerome. What about his dream?
Yeah. That's an interesting name to call your band when there's a band called like it's an atypical name to begin with, and when there's a band that already uses that name, it feels like an interesting pull.
I think they're going to sound like I think they're going to sound like 18 Visions Little Brothers.
Yeah, I can see that.
First 18 Visions records though. The first two, Lifeless and Until the Ink Runs Out. So don't come at me, or do, I don't care. Um, let's see. Out of Pocket. You're
Is that what
moshing.
that says? Yeah.
Yeah. You're moshing. You're moshing with a mouth guard. Um, let's see. Too Pure to Die. I want to say they were on Seventh Dagger, but they were maybe they were. I don't can't remember. Brutal metallic hardcore. Just punch people in the face music.
I saw this band once with August Burns Red, and then we jumped that band that I roadied for. We jumped on a show with them. Um, Singer is from New York, very proudly so. The rest of the band, I think they're for like Twin Cities. I want to say.
Okay.
Um, it's interesting that they're coming back because like they had like a moment in like 2008, but like not much of one, and then like disappeared.
So I feel like they're on seventh. I feel like they're on seven. Maybe I'm thinking of Tyrant. I might be thinking of Tyrants. Um, Advent, North Carolina.
I fucking love Advent. I've loved them since the first record. This band fucking rules. They're so fucking heavy. They're so
Yeah,
fucking good. Saw them play to Nobody in Nashville along with Reign Supreme.
Reign Supreme, another band that I think should have gotten bigger. They definitely deserved it.
Is this is that
Fight metal.
is this like death metal stuff?
Yeah, they have a shirt that says R word fight metal on the back of it. It's very funny. Uh, just the attitude is very funny from them. Not a shirt I would wear, but
Does it
it
say R word or does it say the word?
says the word. Comedy's legal again, guys. um, the
Like I don't have any qualms with saying that word, but like it just I use it sparingly with people who understand what I'm trying to say rather than like willy nilly.
I got you. Uh,
I
the
don't
shirt,
know.
the shirt. The fact that someone is like, "This is a good idea for merch," to me is wild. Diabolical, as the kids say. Uh, it is. It's thud thud.
Miss me with it.
Death metal with breakdowns. Years spent cold. This screams Troycore to me.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're an older band. I hope they are. That way the Unks can get their spin kick on. Going across Weapon X. I think that if you're straight edge, you love this band. Bottom line, if you're young and you're straight edge, you love this
Mm-hmm.
band. It's good. It's good hardcore. Also, members of Knock Loose. It does say Balmore. It's not one of the. I didn't recognize that logo. Okay, Balmore's on there. My bad. I'm stupid.
That's what I was saying, dude.
Oh, okay.
I was saying.
I couldn't fucking
I was
read
trying to
that.
say like.
I
Yeah.
legit couldn't read
I was
that.
like, you're gonna have. That's why I said you're gonna have to revise your guesses because Balmore is on here.
Oh, I thought you saw like with computer magic the okay. Um,
No,
okay. All right. Let me get a
I'm
throwback.
not. Yo, just because I'm slightly better at computers than you are, does that mean I can.
All right. Since I'm stupid as fuck,
Wasn't able to
Balmore
do some fucking like CSI enhanced shit.
enhance, enhance. Balmora, prayer, undying, worship, metalcore. It's fucking great. You know what? Listen, that record's gonna be big. Balmora, I've yet to see them. They got tracks, they got riffs. Uh, we're starting to get into the part of the lineup that I really recognize and I know more about. Not all of it, but a lot of
Mm-hmm.
it. Let's see. Fatal Realm. There's another Realm band on here.
Yeah, Shattered Realm.
Uh, Fatal Realm. I'm going to assume you're putting on your newest pair, your freshest pair of just bought mosh shorts at Hellfest before they go on.
Mm. Yes.
Let's see. Going back to to the left. I Promise the World.
Mid like early mid 2000s metalcore revival. Um, real
They
heavy parts with real poppy choruses.
they
Is
are
not for me.
they are blowing up. I think I'm too old for them. This would if I was in my 20s, I'd be all about this. This is younger kid music. It's still very good. It's still very good. Uh, but I think I'd be weird if I bought a merch. Um, Sanction.
Uh, chaotic metal.
I don't get it. I have friends that ride for this band super hard. I've tried. They're on pure noise.
I see. I thought you would with like your love of stuff like serrated and stuff. I'm surprised you don't like Sanction.
It's I think it was like I've heard it so much like that style that when I heard them come out, it was like nah, I've heard this. If I was young, this would be I'd
Okay.
be all about it. They had a really cool Sky Came Falling homage record release cover, and I had that for a while. I don't know what happened to it, but I remember like really trying to get in this band. It they're very good, like breakdown heavy. You're moshing. Let's see, Big Boy. If Tsunami is too scary for you, there's Big Boy. I think Big Boy is
Right.
like the happier version of Tsunami, and they're very cool. I've yet to see them, but I would love to see Big Boy or Tsunami. But it's Bay Area, and you know what they say. Tsunami says about being from the Bay. You're either a bitch or you're not. So Big Boys, I think they're gonna have. I don't know. I'm old. I think they're gonna have. I think I have a big reaction for sure. I think people are going to love them. I think that set's going to be wild. Let's see. I'll do the top one first. Shattered Realm, Jersey's hardest. Some of Jersey's hardest. Some of Philly's hardest as well. I think members are from Philly as well.
Yeah, the singer's Joe Hardcore.
See, I was right. Shattered Realm. I know Days just put out their LP, Broken Ties, Spoken Lies. I think that's Spoken Ties, Broken Line. I bought it. I still haven't listened to it. I've seen Shattered Realm before. Uh, I bought it out of nostalgia, so I'm just happy to have it. A band who I think right below it, a band I really would love to fucking see, especially after that last LP, which I still think is going to be a big record overall. Crush Your Fucking Soul.
Feels like I'm drowning in ice water.
Ice water, ice water. I think probably that's gonna be one of the biggest reactions out of the
I
entire weekend.
fucking hope so. Man, that record's so fucking good.
It is
Uh,
that is top tier metallic hardcore. Get into it now before you
oh, it
can't.
fucking rules. Yeah,
Devourment. I
I'm
got
s-
nothing.
I'm
Sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I don't know about this band.
Death metal.
I mean, I can death metal with mosh parts.
Go straight up death metal. I'm gonna go one step closer. Straight up death metal.
Okay.
I don't know if it is or not. Recon. Albany brutal mosh heavy hardcore. Welcome to Viper City. They're an Albany band, right?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I
No,
feel like Rob Fusco was in Recon for a hot minute. I feel like he was on at least one of the
it's
records.
entirely possible.
I like how you're doing. Oh, I
Not the
thought you were
band.
doing.
Recon was also an American Christian metal band from the 1980s.
God, I hope that's the one playing just to throw everybody off. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, you're right, Albany.
Okay, so yeah,
Um,
I feel like Rob was on one of those records for sure. Welcome to Viper City was their big one, I believe. Uh, you're punching your friends in the face to this band the entire time. It's I think because they don't play out, I think they're gonna get a really decent reaction because they don't play out a lot. So I have not seen their name. Sweetums, quit it. Uh, yell at cats. A reason I would absolutely go to this show is the next band, Motherfucking Turmoil,
hell
legends.
yeah.
Harvest and Turmoil really are enough for me to go if I can figure out how to do it. Those are two. I'm a '90s boy. Harvest, big deal. Turmoil. The Process of is a perfect hardcore record. It encapsulates the
It's
'90s perfectly.
it's so good. It's so good.
Youngsters, get into
That
this now.
pissed metallic hardcore.
So,
Pissed.
like, it
Pissed.
like angry, direct.
Hell yeah.
That's all I got. Everyone needs to listen to Turmoil. For the Fallen Dreams, they're playing their 2008, '07, '08 LP Changes. This is the only one I know by them.
You missed me entirely.
Misery Signals, Seven Angels
Okay.
Come to Worship. Very good stuff. If you like that jam at all, check it out. Uh, them and like the One Ghost Inside record that came out on the same time. The song "Fly the Banner," Blue and Gold. I do get those records mixed up, but both those I love both those records. But For the Fallen Dreams Changes, full album playthrough. That's gonna be sick. That's gonna be a big reaction. All right, Bleeding Through. Playing This Is Live, This Is Murderous. This is the play. I guess they're doing an album play of This Is Love, This Is Murderous. That's probably one of the records that made them pop. Unless you're at the earlier 2000s before that came out, a lot of people didn't know about them. This record, Boondock Saints quotes aside, they re-recorded "Love Lost in a Hail of Gunfire." I really love the updated version. It's meaner. Uh, they had like $5 more to record, so it sounds even better. I think that's going to be a set. If For me, that is going to be a set of the entire weekend. I think that's a big one.
Bleeding Through, band that never did anything for me, but like undeniably defined an entire era of heavy music.
Yep,
Um,
one of the big bands off Trustkill, especially in those early aughts. One of the biggest bands on people putting out Hellfest. So it's cool that that's coming together. I like that. Let's see, keeping it going. Earth Crisis. I hope they just play the riff for Firestorm for 30
what is
minutes.
there to say about what is there to say about Earth Crisis? Some of the best to ever do it.
Got to, I've seen them no less than 20 times, and I got to see their final show at Hellfest 2001. You will see me sweaty and gross in that action sports arena if you look closely. That was one of the scariest and most fun sets I've ever seen in my entire life. I hope they get that. I hope they get that same energy because Earth Crisis, they are getting older. Don't know how much longer they're going to do it, but you can thank Earth Crisis for the vegan diet, veganism, a lot of social awareness because they push so hard for it. So, legendary band, Did a lot for hardcore. Did a
Well,
lot
there's
for
a
veganism.
you can draw a direct line from the Beyond Burger being available at Burger King to Earth Crisis, popularizing veganism. Like, that meme of like the dominoes where like each domino gets like slightly bigger, like Earth Crisis, Beyond Beyond Burger at Burger King. Like,
They they've never sold out. They've never compromised their values. Again, the embodiment of like what got me into this shit. They still do it. I am glad they're on this. They, like I said, that legendary set in 2001 was a big deal for a lot of us of that age. So seeing them
mm-hmm.
play this is awesome. The next band I saw in a church in Millville, Pennsylvania, and yeah, Millville. That's where Mr. Small's Theater is. Hundred Demons, like
Connecticut's Connecticut's finest.
Connecticut's hardest. I suspect that with
New record on Closed Casket is gonna fucking kill. Like
uh,
that new
uh,
single fucking rules. Uh,
almost drove my car
yeah,
off
I'm looking
off the
forward to this.
road. Car moshing. Hundred Demons. I think like I know they haven't been playing out much, but I know they started to. I this is when I joke about getting a mouth guard. If you get in the pit, get a mouth guard just when they play. You're going to see limbs whipping at speeds you didn't think were possible. The unks are coming out. The unks are coming out. That is our time. Fuck them kids.
A lot of dudes, a lot of dudes north of 300 pounds going to be windmilling.
Not for long, but they're going to be doing it. I give them credit where it's due. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
all right, all the way back to the left. Twitching tongues. I think
A
whatever they.
band that has grown on me over time. I didn't really get it the first time I heard it, but
I hope they have the coolest theatrical performance they've had in their entire career, and I hope they do a nice memorial. Um, they fit on this bill very weirdly, perfectly. So they don't get out to the East Coast much
yeah,
anymore. Pay attention when they play. Go watch them. Let's see.
yeah.
Bay
I missed them when they came through with God's Hate, and I'm still mad.
I still have yet to see God's Hate as well. Bayway.
Bayway, next up here, doesn't do anything for me.
If you like
But
In Town Concrete, you love
I've
Bayway.
seen them once or twice at the church. Yeah,
Uh, I want I want the New Jersey chant to be so loud it's louder than the band playing when Malocchio goes on. This band grew on me. I at first I wasn't a hater, but I was like, oh, and then they did a EP and that never got physical, and then they put out the recipe on Trustkill, also part of Hellfest. They put out a very good record on Trustkill. That full length is very very good. If you like E Town or anything adjacent to it, you're murdering your friends to this. I want to say the band in between is Brothers Keeper. There's the one I'll bring back. I'll say the band in between is Brothers Keeper. I don't think it is, but I'm gonna since Balmora's on there, I'm gonna give it Brothers Keeper. Um, it's high up. Brothers Keeper was a big reason why Trustkill built so quickly. Uh, Brothers Keeper, Erie, PA, Erie Hardcore. Shout out EMS. Shout out Surprise Attack Records. Shout out Dave Steele. All wonderful
if
people.
shout out the most irritating vocals you've ever heard in your entire life.
No, no, they're unique. I love them. I genuinely love them. Uh,
Okay,
not a joke. I really, and plus Mike's a very wonderful human being. Um, now we're moving on to Disembodied.
I'm disembodied.
I mean,
A blind spot for me, I will say.
really?
A
Okay.
little bit, yeah. Like
Um,
I've listened to like what is like the record for them?
Heretic.
Okay, I've listened to it, but like, I um a band that I should probably go back and like really give like a I remember listening to them. I think in one of those like axe to grind like bracket things or something like that
So
way
they
back. But
they kind of they kind of have two eras, to be honest with you. You have
okay,
first half of their career is slower, like really slow and heavy. Like was it a if God Only Knew and Diablerie and like Existence and Suicide, their early stuff, then they did a split with Brothers Keeper and they picked up the pace, and then they put out Heretic, and then they disappeared. And they came back. I went to the reunion final shows for Harvest Disembodied in Minneapolis back in 2011, and there's a picture of me that I use for my dating profile, which has me up front for Harvest. I was like, "See, I do stuff, ladies. Don't you want to go out with this fucking fixer upper?" And I love that picture. I will send it to you. It's a really good picture of me. I'm very proud of it. But I think Mike Olander is doing vocals for him. I want to get that video as soon as possible. I've been lucky to see Disembodied a few times. Um, I think this is going to be. I think they're going to. They don't need to pop, but I think everyone's going to be watching them. I don't know if anyone's going to have energy when they're playing because they're going to be murdering each other. But they're all young, so they probably do. But I think this is going to be a big. Sometimes this could be like a big disembodied set in their career. I sometimes this can be a very big deal. Um, moving on, First Blood doing California. I prefer Silence's
I don't have much
Betrayal.
to say. This is a band that you
Go ahead.
I don't. I was just saying I don't have much to say on them. This is a band that I should like on paper, and I probably will. I just haven't been able to give them the time. Sort of similar to Disembodied.
Full album playthrough for California. I wish it was Silence's Betrayal. I just prefer that record. California is pretty dope. Shout out to Chip SEM who rides for the demo. We argued about that on Reddit the other day. I love Chip. He's a very wonderful human being. But All Hell Breaks Loose on vinyl. Putting that out in the ether. Wire. Biggest goddamn band in hardcore right now. Biggest young band in hardcore. Tearing it up.
Yeah, they are. Absolutely. You're either in or you're out on this band. You know, what they're doing right now is fucking awesome. This is like a generational type band. Like to see a band with this sort of energy, um, killing it. So absolutely killing it.
Who was the band for your generation that did this?
Probably Terror.
Okay. Yeah, I would have said either Terror or Have Heart.
Yeah, Have Heart. Uh, Have Heart did it first, and then like Terror, like Keepers of the Faith came out, and like
Hold on. Okay, I'm back. You got me?
yeah, Keepers of the Faith came out, and like Terror had that like huge resurgence. That's why I said Terror, but Have Heart, I think, right there.
For my generation, it would be AN or Hatebreed. We'll get to them in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Haywire gonna be one of the biggest reactions of the entire weekend. If any of the video I've seen is indicative, it's gonna go wild. So I'm excited for people to get to see them for the first time. I still haven't seen them. Now I can zoom out. All right, looks like one of the big headliners, Suicide Silence.
I don't care.
They are for a lot of people on the Rushmore of deathcore. Uh, Mitch Lurker, who unfortunately passed away, was on the Cleansing. I wonder what records they're going to do. Wax Vessel recently did the one of the demos, sold out, and then they hooked up the band with a lot of the money that was made from the records. That's something that I do like that Wax Vessel does. Is they really do take care of the artists, and as much as I wanted to get that record, I didn't have the money, but that's all right. Moving on to the right, VOD. I'm curious to see how that's going to go over. I really am.
I mean, yeah, I'm curious. Yeah, I don't know.
They were a band, as Tom from Max to Grind has said, could sell 1,000 plus for the release of their 7-inch slash EP. I wonder what songs they're going to pick for this. That's really I wanted the set list more than anything else. The Unks are definitely moshing. The Unks are definitely stage diving to this band. I hope they play nothing but Imprint, self-titled, and Still. I think that fits the vibe best. Maybe one or two other songs from the last record as well. Um, Elysia. It's I've heard a million different ways. This could also be on the Rushmore of deathcore for people. Their record Masochist was put out on vinyl. Sold out twice. Uh, then they went to Ferret for their last record, and I never listened to it. I barely listened to Masochist, but I know that they were a very big deal. Um, and
Deathcore is one of those genres that like never really did much for me. You know, like I liked some of the Acacia Strain. I liked like the Red Chord. Um, but
I'm surprised they're not on this, to be honest with you.
Red Chord,
Yeah, I'm surprised
that
they're not on this.
yeah, because they've been playing out again. Um, but yeah, just never so much like a lot of the lyrical content really turned me off.
Oh, you don't want to talk about the nuances of Thy Art is Murder's chainsaw to a whore?
No, there's no nuance there.
Like,
Um,
there deathcore is. We'll eventually go down the deathcore rabbit hole. I think that would be a very. I actually have some deathcore bands that I genuinely love, like a Black Rose Burial, from a Second Story Window, Suicide Silence. I do love those first two demos and that first LP, from
I've
Flesh and Blood
I've
Robot.
seen Job for a Cowboy.
Job for a Cowboy, another one. Um,
I
but
saw
like,
them in there like when they were just when they moved away from deathcore and were actually just doing death metal. Uh,
so I did not. I have not seen them when they were still doing the deathcore thing. They again one of the best to actually do it, regardless of how you feel about deathcore. Job for a Cowboy was literally everywhere on the internet. You think Instagram had people popping? Yo, MySpace popped a lot of these bands. Suicide Silence, Alicia. Uh,
Bree Bree Bor Bor Core.
yes. All right, now we're moving on to the penultimate headliner, I believe. Uh, Glassjaw.
Yeah, either you're in or you're out. Uh, I saw Glassjaw, had to leave because I had work in the morning, but they were doing those like they were. It was on that tour where they were playing both both their records, like their first two records in full, and I stuck around for as much of that as I could, but I had to leave.
Did you get Worship and Tribute, or did you get everything you ever want to know about Silence?
They were doing both back to back. I'm pretty
Jesus
sure.
Christ. Uh, I love the fuck out of Glassjaw. I don't know if I could listen to that much Glassjaw or that much music from one band.
If I'm remembering correctly, they were doing both back to back. I got so I got a couple of tracks into Silence, and then I was just like, I have to open. This is back when I worked at a coffee shop, and I had to be awake at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, I can't just stay.
Fun fact about Glassjaw, summer of 2000. This is also relates to Hellfest. It was Alicia. It was Alejon, uh, Shelter, One King Down, and Glassjaw. Glassjaw's first LP just came out on Roadrunner. They played second, and no, they played third. And I was outside having a cigarette, and I went, "Oh shit, this is wild!" And I went in there, and I watched them. Same show I met my BFFFFF for L at, and they were insanely good. I met a couple friends later on that I met through comedy. We're also at that show in Charlotte at Tremont Music Hall, and that's a pivotal moment in my life. So not only do I love Glassjaw, that show is pivotal. This summer of 2000 for Hellfest is pivotal. So
That's
I'm
cool.
a little verklempt. And now finally, one of the generational hardcore bands, one of the most important hardcore bands, Connecticut's Native Sons, Hate Breed, playing Satisfaction and Under the Knife. I'm going to say this about Hatebreed. I'm glad that they're headlining. The last time Hatebreed headlined a Hellfest, the power went out from us moshing so hard.
That's cool.
Like one of the biggest pits, multiple pits. People were moshing by the porta potties. It was pandemonium. I've seen Hatebreed since 1990. Whenever Satisfaction came out in 97, I believe. I've been watching them since then.
I thought it came out earlier than that.
I feel like it was 97 because I was in military school and I was a real fuck up. But I saw them for the very first time with Stretch Armstrong in at Ground Zero in Spartanburg. I saw them again at Ground Zero. My dad actually let me leave school in military school just to have a vacation, a break, and we got to see Scarhead, we got to see Madball, Earth Crisis, and Hatebreed in a room built for 150 people, and it was absolutely fucking wild. And I've seen Hatebreed so many times. Shout out Jamie for always being cool to me and everyone else that I've seen you interact with. Everyone in the band has always been nice. I love Hatebreed. I love hardcore. They are a definitive hardcore band, just like Turmoil is, just like Harvest is. Without Hatebreed, I don't know how big hardcore would have grown. They pushed hardcore into the mainstream through various means. They had one of the longest in between albums things ever, between Satisfaction and Perseverance, and Hatebreed, Special Place in My Heart. I don't know how much longer they're going to be doing it. They've been doing it for at least 25 years, if not 30. And go see them while you still can. Give them your all because those guys have given their all for us. That is my. You know what's wild? This Hellfest is on the same year the first year I went, July 3rd, 4th, and 5th. It's on July 3rd, 4th, and 5th again at in Jackson, New Jersey. Hellfest.com for tickets. Get the Dice app, make it easier on you because that's where they'll go to. Bring money, like you're gonna spend all your money at this thing. That was one of the coolest things about Hellfest was saving up $1,500 and coming home with like 40 shirts, 30 CDs, some hats, some hoodies, and then buying Wendy's on the way back and like still figuring out can I make my tolls? It didn't matter because you can just go right through them if you cover your license plate. But Hatebreed, Hellfest, a lot of these bands on here I got to grow up with. I think this is nostalgia fest aside. This is very cool, and I hope that everyone goes there, has a fun time. I hope everyone sets to up. All you guys sell all your merch out, and can continue being on the road. So there we go.
Now I am having recording issues.
Well, good news is I'm done. as,
Word.
as this gets
Um,
spliced together.
yeah, hopefully this will be coherent at the end with all of our connectivity issues. Um, but word. Well, we're at an hour and a half. You want to just call it?
Yeah, this was. I knew if we did Hellfest, it was going to go long. Uh, every band that we described that we have no idea what they sound like, don't get mad. It's all in jest, it's all in fun. Like I said, I hope everybody does well on this thing. This is a big thing for small bands. This is a big thing for big bands. This is a big deal. It's one of the longest running fests on and off. One of the biggest name fests. Uh, it's cool seeing this come back. Whether I can make it or not is up in the air. But I want everyone that's going there listen to the bands I told you to check out if you're younger. If you're older, listen to the bands that are younger. Um, fucking support this shit.
Yeah.
This stuff matters.
Yeah. Yeah. If you can make it out to this, definitely make it out. Um, so yeah.
Yeah, we'll be back with another episode soon. We'll try to get back on our regular recording schedule as I am getting put onto Sundays at night for my second job at the world famous radio room here in Greenville, South Carolina. So it's kind of thrown our schedule off a little bit, but I don't know. We'll have something mixed up for the stirred up for the next episode. I think it'll be
Oh
fun.
yeah.
So yeah, this was fun. I'm glad we finally, after joking about doing it for forever, finally got to sit and do it.
Absolutely. Word. Well, thank you all for listening to all of that. If you did, smooches.
Yeah. Um, and if you discover any new bands from us talking about them, please let us know. And if there's anything that you think we should listen to, fucking throw it our way. Throw it our way. We'll
Absolutely.
we'll get to it eventually. I promise.
Eventually.
Yeah, we got time.
So much
except for the meteor. But until then,
Word. Well, I appreciate all of you, and I appreciate you, Adam.
Kate, I appreciate you and everyone that pays attention to us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Till next time. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
What?